What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector, and today finally we got the whole wave all sorted out and we are only left with the BAF piece here. We have the chart build figure, which I'm super excited to check out, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get this whole wave anyway, because I think this BAF here looks really cool. So now, without further ado, let's just assemble this bad boy up. So we put this inside here. Other leg on the other side. This is pretty straightforward, I would say. And then we have the other arms, which looks really nice. And finally, we're gonna put the head. This is one of the easiest BAF to assemble, to be honest. Okay, and so here we have him. This is a very large figure, which is not surprising because it is a build figure, and I actually do like the fact that it is really huge. And if you see the actual images of how he is in the comics, you'll be shocked to know that he actually does have some yellow on his fins and all that, which is surprising because it just looks like a very plain Joe figure here, which is very disappointing. On the back we have some yellowish kind of color paint job on his spine, and on his shoulder there is a little bit, but not a lot, not crazy a lot. And that, I think, is where, you know, Hasbro is getting a bit lazy. It is an older BAF piece here, the old body mold from the Abomination, so it's very disappointing that they could just color it a little bit better. Some yellow here, some yellow there, and give it a better look, because I don't think they're going to actually re-release this in the future. And yeah, there isn't like a gun for him or a weapon for him, which is disappointing. No extra hands as well, just as it is. But what I really like about this is the fact that you can have your articulated jaw. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. Mine was a little bit loose when I put him in, so I'm gonna check that. So nothing much here. Like here, he doesn't come out, but when at the moment I put him on the back on the BAF here, on the body, his hands, I mean his kind of jaw just drops down. Okay, now it's all right. So yeah, I do like the fact that they're given us this, because it's very rare for Hasbro to come out with the articulated jaw. So that's it's probably an upgrade in terms of this. So this is pretty interesting. So yeah, that's anything cool. You have some nice sculpting. We have seen this sculpt many times before. I'm gonna bring out the Abomination BAF here. So here he is next to the original figure, so you can see that it's exactly the same. They have the same exact body mold. This is the one I think they used for Rhino as well, so it's exactly the same. And you can see that the sculpting on his body is exactly the same. I mean, the face as well, just a little bit of some difference. The whole body texture is exactly the same on the side here, on the back, the pants as well, the underwear on him is exactly the same, which isn't too bad. I mean, I really like all this huge BAF anyway, so it's really cool. And I just gotta say, I mean, I really like him. There isn't much to him in terms of articulation. You can go up this much over here. You can tilt down here a lot. Of course, like I mentioned before, you have your jaw articulation here. And you do have some nice rotation, some nice swivel as well. Okay, not too bad. And then going on to the arms, you can only spread out this much, which you will cut a little bit of the plastic here, so you can only bring forward upwards this much. No T-pose. You do have some nice bicep swivel here, single jointed elbows, which is pinless, and of course you do have some nice rotation on the wrist and some hinge up and down as well. Torso, you can crunch forward this much, which is not too bad. You can crunch backwards that much, so you can hear the clank over there. Some nice waist rotation. Knees goes out this much, and you can kick forward at about 90 degrees here. You do have some single jointed knees here, and some nice what you call it, ankle rotation and hinge as well. And one thing I like about this figure is that the fact you can actually balance it on one leg, which is really nice because they do have a good weight to it here. And this does give you a little bit more dynamicism when it comes to posing. So yeah, I mean, this is a really good figure. And now let's just do some other comparisons here. And also, one more thing that I almost forgot is the Kree here. So here's a good accessory to the short build figure. So you can just attach him on the side here just to give him a little bit more character, a bit more value to it. I think he looks pretty cool. Very plain on him right here, or it right here. You can see you have the fur sculpting there. There's no articulation that comes with him. So basically it's just a figure, a stand-on figure accessory just to place on the short figure. Alright, so there are a lot of figures that did come with this wave, and I have to put Kid Omega on the back. And we have, of course, Corsair, his teammate over here. We also have Fang as well. It's part of the whole intergalaxy mutant kind of wave in terms of team. So I gotta say, all of them look really nice. And in terms of rating, I am definitely putting the Chamber on the last because it's just really hard to balance. It's using an older body mold. So you can tell when it comes to these other ones. The second last place, I'll give it to Kid Omega. I do like the body mold over here, but the hands was really weird, and I'm just not very familiar with the character, so I'm just gonna put it down. And then we go on to Emma Frost. Like, it's a really great figure to have, but then again, there's a lack of accessories and lack of articulation. And yeah, there's nothing much to it, but to be honest, I really like this whole wave a lot. Next, I will go for Fang, which looks really nice. And then we'll go on to Monet St. Croix, which looks really awesome. And then I'm gonna give to Corsair. I'm gonna give to the Chart Big BAF figure. And lastly, my first place will go to the Cyclops figure. Is there any surprises there? I really love that Cyclops figure, and I really love this wave. This whole wave is awesome. And here he is next to some other BAF figures. This is, of course, the updated one, and also the Age of Apocalypse, the Apocalypse figure, sorry, the Apocalypse BAF figure. And I am also going to put the Onslaught figure here. All this kind of X-Men BAF figures, which I really do like. So this is how it compares to all of them. So that is it with the Chart build figure, and for a rating, I'm going to give this a nice 6.5 out of 10. I mean, I really like this figure. It does have your nice articulated jaw, but it is an older body mold. The accuracy on this is really off. I forgot to mention that it's supposed to have 3 fingers instead of 5, so definitely minus points for those, and of course the paint work as well. But it's definitely nice to have one from the Starjammers team here, so to be added, and I hope we're gonna have a proper Lilandra figure in the future. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this figure, and if you are planning to get this. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future, and also do follow me on my socials at the Hummer Lecter on my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next one.